What's going on, guys? Besides, in today's video we will learn about laning phase, wave management, trading as AD carry. If you are first time right here, this is an AD carry specialized channel, and this right here, it is very good coaching session for anyone that is below Grandmaster's AD carry. So if you are low elo on AD carry and you really want to learn this role, be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and make sure you watch this until the end, because this is a great video for you to improve your fundamentals if you want to win more on AD carry. Level 1 Pantheon, not to be underestimated, but not very good, because you have a range support, and with a range support you can zone them. You just need to get position of the lane and position in the lane. What do I mean by that? Get position in the lane and push. If you get a minion advantage, let's say we have 5 and they have 3, then that actually will make them back off a little bit, because they know that you're gonna be about to hit level 2 advantage, and your support can stay into the brush and freely poke. This is with Senna, Seraphim, Zerat, Vel'Koz, or any other range poke support. A range versus a melee champion on bot lane can get brush priority, especially in this matchup. And if you maintain this CS advantage, like this minion lead, you have more minions, they have less, you can easily allow Seraphim to poke them. Level 1, you're not so scared. So here you put the word. Usually I don't like to waste my word before the laning phase starts, before the minions are here. But you saw him into the brush, you put the word, so it's not bad. Then you Q, we miss the Q of the Seraphim, and this guy has W. The W range, do you know the W range of him?
Yeah, roughly. I think it is, like, from where he is right now, it's slightly beyond the ward, I believe.
Like
I don't think he actually
here?
gets to me, right? Yeah, about right there.
Okay, very good. So you know the range pretty well. He gets to you right now.
And then he
gets
still
for
gets
a little
me.
bit. No problem. He gets you, and then
I think we win that trade, though.
So now the Pantheon doesn't have W and the Tristana doesn't have her E. What should you be doing right now?
Playing aggressive on the Tristana.
Exactly. She has no cooldown. She has no cooldown. You should do something. Something can mean hit Tristana. Something can mean Q the minion so you can establish the push. Why do we need the push? Well, we need the push because we just said it. You have a range support. So if you get that minion advantage, she can sit in the brush and she can poke. So Tristana E is 16 seconds cooldown. That is a massive. So now look at your clicking. It's very, very silver clicking. So here, there is no threat right here. Number 1, you should look to push the wave. You should Q the minions to put the feathers, and then just get the feathers and try to get the push like this. Okay. So you need to get the push, and you need to not feel any threat from the Tristana, because she has no E. The second of all is, this is the W of the Pantheon range. If this is Blitz, if this is Pantheon, if this is Nautilus, you do not stay here, 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 you stay here, 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 on the left side. Why? Is because this is the furthest away from him, right?
Yep.
So...
And I can use the minions for cover. Yeah,
exactly. To block, to just help you. So now here, your positioning should not be here. It should be a little bit more. Okay, not like here, of course, because then Tristana can just isolate you. Let's just stay here or here, and then push with the Q, push with the Q. You played so safe, so AFK.
I do tend to play very, very safely.
Yes, incredibly safe. There was no threat. There is no threat. And you're still playing like, yeah, just so scared. Let's see if we can say, you can see like someone that is actually good on Zaya. Vapora Dark, not so good. Korean Challenger, okay, let's see if we see. But they're probably gonna fight level 1, which in Korea happens a lot, or invade. But I want to see the Q on the wave. I want to see aggressivity. I want to see, it's a range, it's a Rakan versus Alistar. This is a good matchup. It's not a range support, because Rakan is not necessarily a range, but he still has more range. Let's see. Q on the minions, and now, boom, looking to push. The Alistar starts W, and now they don't need to push very much, because Alistar is very weak level 1, so you can just last it, and after you last it, you Q, you trade. You see that? He plays around the threat. There is no Alistar threat, because he's like, Alistar is a very bad champion level 1. So he just tries to push and fight for the push. You pretty much stayed very AFK in this laning phase. Very, like, look at the trade that I was looking for. You've got Q and you've got E. Use it. Good poke. Nice job. Nice job. Why is it good? Well, because she gets low. And if this is
Free
Tristana,
damage.
she hates her life. Okay, you should not do that in general. Like if you have a Nautilus that is about to all in, just hold your E so you can use it for the root. So this is usually bad to use QE. But now he knew that Rakan is not gonna go in, and he was like, okay, let me just look to poke. Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth, this was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com. Super important for the E. You can poke with the E. So played it incredibly safe here. Incredibly safe, you didn't push, you didn't get prio, and now they get prio and they all in you are level 1. At level 1, if they do this, you should just chunk them. Like this is so bad for them. They W and they're not even level 2. This is the first wave. So level 2 is on the next wave.
So I think next, did I go in and poke Tristana after this?
Yeah, well,
felt like
yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say I felt like when Pantheon walked away, I walked up on Tristana, but I don't.
That's the thing, right? Because he's level 1, he jumps on your Seraphim. There is no reason for you to go on the guy. You need to go on the closest target. That's the thing.
Okay.
Right? Like, why would I click here and get like 2 auto attacks on Tristana when I can get 5 on Pantheon? I will get Pantheon.
Okay.
There are situations where hitting the backline target is worth, like let's say she's low already and then hitting the Pantheon 5 times will not mean as much as hitting the Tristana 2 times because she's already low and there's a big threat that you're gonna kill her. But in general, hitting the closest target is better.
Okay.
So here, she just goes in and you're not doing anything. Like you're not really hitting her, like you're just like chilling and farming. And now you try to go on Tristana, but Tristana had her E. So that's why, I mean, you still win the trade. It's just, you should just go on the closest target right there.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. And then you Q, but yeah, from this point, like you lost push, they will get level 2 advantage as we can see right here. So from this point, you need to give up. This should be you. This should be Seraphim. If you get the push, if you get the control of the lane, if you start using something on the minions at level 1.
So I should be fighting for wave control basically at the beginning of every
in
game.
Most matchups, again, there are some matchups where it's hard to get it. But judging that you have a range support against a melee support, and judging that Xayah is getting a lot of push, like faster than Tristana. Tristana level 1, she's very weak. She doesn't have attack speed. Yes, you should contest. And in most matchups, yes. If you have a Blitz, Alistar, they want level 2, contest the push, play for push, get level 2 advantage, they like it, they want it. Do you have a Zerat? No problem. He wants to poke, but getting the control of the wave still matters. Push it and then let him poke with that minion advantage that you get. Don't push it into the tower like this Tristana right now. She pushed, but she pushed it too fast. As you can see, it's gonna go into the tower. That is not good.
Yeah.
You push it, and the moment you see you can zone them like here. She should stop from pushing, but it's too late already right now. She's still pushing. She doesn't stop. Okay. So we over-respect the Pantheon. Let's see what happens right here. You go for a little bit of a trade. This Pantheon is very, like, you're so scared. Like now, this is Tristana. Of course, Pantheon is in the brush, so he walks up on you, just run. The only thing is, like, right now, you see how, like, Tristana jump is like this,
Hang
right?
on just a second, I lost you.
Oh.
There we go.
Am I lagging? Am I...
No, the screen went blank for a second, but I got it back now.
Yeah, so at this point right now, I'm saying that you should be more aggressive on the Pantheon. Like, I don't mind that you were scared that he's about to go in on you, but why am I saying that you should be going on the Pantheon right here?
Oh, because he's free. He's near my minions, and we can both hit him together.
True.
And Tristana she can't really join.
Yeah, because she's too far. So judging on this thing is like you should have hit him. You see how much you run before you hit? That is not very good, right?
Okay.
Especially because if you really pay attention to this, it's actually very, very bad. Look at this. So we know Tristana and how she works. I don't need to tell you that if she uses the E, that is 15 seconds cooldown, and they are pretty much very, very bad. Now Pantheon is walking up on you. You should stay here and tank it, because yes, he's gonna chunk you, but what will happen after with his HP when you have no Tristana? Because, well, Tristana without her bomb is not so useful. I wouldn't say it's like completely useless, but it's pretty useless, yeah, because he doesn't have bomb. So now you went in, and it's like you are so scared.
So at that point, is it worth it to face tank the stun and probably get a kill?
To face tank the stun?
If he W's me instead of Seraphine.
Well,
I assume he would W.
So what happens if he W's here?
If he W's onto me with as much health as I've lost, it probably doesn't kill me, but it probably gets pretty close.
Pretty close? He has 300 HP. You have 600, and you have Seraphine close to you. He doesn't have Tristana close to you.
Okay.
Who's gonna die faster? The 250 HP Pantheon that is jumping close to your tower right here? Or you? The thing is, you have barrier as well. And we're not talking that, okay, he's like this HP and he's the same HP with me, let me gamble it. No, it's not a gamble. Like, look at the HP that he actually lost. Like, if you click here and he jumps in, you're gonna get chunked. Yeah, but how chunked is he gonna... He only has 200 HP.
Okay.
Right? Seraphim can probably get like 100 HP only with her auto attacks, like 3 auto attacks, right? So you just need to like hit him twice and he's dead. You have barrier as well, but you shouldn't like need to use the barrier if you play it right here. Especially because Tristana, remember, she doesn't have her E. So there is really no threat right here. And you're like playing like they have like 10 flashes, that they are 20-0. So gotta be very careful with this, because you play pretty...
I do play very, very safely.
Yeah, I can see that.
That is one of the things I struggle with, because I don't want to... I don't want to be the guy who goes 0-6 and,
That's the thing.
I don't care about getting flamed. I don't care about that,
if they have nothing, if they have no abilities and you're just playing safe, that's just inting. It's not like you're gonna die. You just don't know your limits when you should go in. It's not really about like, okay, I'm gonna kill myself here. It's like they have no abilities, so you should be trading. You have the minions that are like really low HP like this. This is such good trade. You're walking up, Pantheon is far. We know he's far. You're getting these motherfuckers HP. Good, great. That was nice. That was nice. This is what I want to see. I mean, okay, you are tanking this little big cannon guy. Sure, it's not ideal, but it's okay. Like, you just take so much HP from the Tristana. I would have liked you to use your potions as you're fighting, which you're not doing it, but no problem. You know, it can happen to anyone. And then what? And then
I do think historically, like my biggest issue has been knowing when to trade and when not to. Admittedly, like that trade might have gone well, but other than Pantheon being far away, I don't know why, like how the wave was set up in order to facilitate me trading.
Yeah, like it doesn't, like, you don't need to know necessarily like how we got to this point. You just need to know that now Pantheon is too far. There is no threat because he has no W, and support threat is really important. And you guys, like the Seraphim range and the Zaya range and the Pantheon range, you guys have easier way to go on Tristana than Pantheon has to go on you. So it's about the range advantage and the threat and how champions work. This is a Pantheon and you know what his W does. Seraphim has an E and she has range until here pretty much. So she can just step up and hit Tristana. You just need to know, and you have the minions right here with you, so you should be safe to trade basically, because this is basically 1v1 and you are winning the trade 1v1 in this matchup, and you also have Seraphim that can look at this, right? But yeah, you need to play more support because your knowledge is definitely pretty bad, and it's because, did you play support in the past?
Very briefly.
That's the thing, right? Because when you play support, the support actually decides the matchup. All in lane, Blitzcrank, Nautilus, poke matchup. You know, that's what you need to think about. You're not really thinking about support now. You're just thinking like an AD carry, but the support really dictates the matchup. And here, I wanted to see, this is one of the biggest thing. Think where the enemy AD carry is. Think where your enemies are. So now she's low. Now she doubled it. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting the seconds when we didn't see her. 7. Okay, we see her again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. You didn't see her right here.
Yeah.
She might be recalled.
She might be back.
Take this minion, I would click here, and if I don't see her, she most likely recall. I mean, let's be honest, 200 HP, Tristana, like 15 seconds, which wasn't in the lane. She recalled.
Probably recalled.
So now you need to fast push this because she's coming. Because if she recalled, she bought items. If she bought items, she's strong. She's strong with full mana and full HP. We don't want to stay here. So you recall, but the push was so slow here. You didn't push. It wasn't any urgency when you should be very clear about this. Tristana recall. Okay. I haven't seen this guy for 20 seconds. I really need to recall as well. But I can't just recall like now. No, I just need to push this wave into the tower to make her lose these minions. Or at least some of them. And then I just make the play. I just make the recall play.
Okay.
Because here you did slow push. You did push super slow. So what happened with the wave?
It didn't fully crash.
Exactly. So then you had to stay right here. But against a good Tristana, she would come soon and she will all in you and you will die. So you gotta be very careful. You push and then you recall beautifully. At least this time you recalled into the brush. And your camera is also on the wave so you can see what she loses. We talked about the refillable potion. It's always a good buy if you have like 150 gold. So it's very, very, very important to know where your enemies are. Because at the moment you don't. You really don't do that. Okay, so here, absolute same thing at 10 minutes in the game. You're chunking her beautifully. This kid is using E on the minions. That's embarrassing, Tristana. I should report you, man. So bad. And now you're like, bro, he has no E. What the fuck is he doing? And you're walking up. Okay, it wasn't clean. You missed some clicks, but you try to... This is good. You chunk her. And now we see Pantheon on mid lane. And here you said on voice, oh, I don't know where she is, and you started to ping like SS, SS, and I'm like, wait, where can she be? She's 40% HP into the tower, or maybe recalled. So it's like, should we ward or should we? No. Pantheon is mid. Tristana is under the tower, half HP or in base. What should you be doing right now?
Fast push.
Exactly. Exactly. There's no reason to like, oh, let's like, okay, where is she? Maybe she's roaming. No, just fast push. She's like, we know. Don't forget what happened. We know what happened here. She's, I wouldn't say she's low, but she's definitely chunked significantly. So now just fast push, especially with the information that Pantheon is mid. But even if Pantheon is not mid, so what? He's gonna be in the lane with a 40% HP Tristana. Yeah, so what? I can punish you, you know, I can just push. So that you need to get better at understanding, at like identifying, hey, she's half HP, or she's low, she recalled, or she stayed, or she, and now she's low HP and you want to get plates, basically, which we will go very soon on. But until there is still a lot. You could look to freeze, you could look to create a freeze here with pulling these minions to the left or to the right, and you can create a freeze. The reason why I say this is because if you keep the wave here and this is going to be their wave and this is going to be your wave. If you stay here or in here, for the Pantheon and Tristana, it's safe and it's impossible for them to all in. The next wave is pretty close. As you can see, the next wave is almost into the tower. So I think you're going to lose only this amount of HP and you have 2 biscuits. So it's not bad to create a freeze. If the next wave is like really far, like there maybe, and you're gonna lose like this HP to freeze, it's bad, don't do it. But in this case, it would be good because the next wave, as you can see, is right behind you. So you stay here with the wave or here, pull them, tank them, use the biscuits, and then hold the wave there. It is very good.